So we've all seen this, right? This humanoid robot walking out with the First Lady of the United States, Melania Trump. Now, this video is not about Melania Trump, but look at that walk on that robot. Does that walk look familiar? Is this concerning to you at all? Let me show you why this should be concerning to you, and let me show you why this walk should look familiar to you. Now, obviously, guys, take this with a grain of salt because this is all conspiracy, right? This is for entertainment purposes only, right? Because you got to say this type of stuff. But watch this walk. Tell me it don't look familiar.
Any comment on any charges against your son, Mr. President? Have you called Speaker Johnson on the border in Ukraine funding, Mr. President?
Don't it look familiar, guys? Doesn't Biden walk just like that robot? Now, this is a little bit of a rabbit hole, right? Because according to the Epstein files, Joe Biden died in 2019 and was replaced by a person with a mask, or a robot with a mask. Check this out.
Saw this post on Instagram. The caption has an Epstein document number. So I went to the documents and I found them for you. Here, I also highlighted the document numbers in case you just want to look them up for yourself. All right, so feel free to pause and read. This right here is the first email sent. This is the response. Again, just pause to read because I'm literally not reading this out loud. I also used Gmail to pull up these documents because it was easier and it has them all together.
So right here, we're going to see that this person is talking about Biden. It says right here, hint, Biden is not your current president. The mask malfunctions on Biden are getting worse each day on purpose. This will end badly for Blank, who is posing with a effing clone on Facebook. This dude playing Biden ain't Biden. Real Biden was an evil, sick, angry man who abused children, including his own children. That's an actor with an effing mask on. We've been over this 1,000 times. It's never going to change. Biden is shot 2019 firing squad. It's crazy work, right? Now, so this guy's implying, or this person, I don't really recall or know who's messaging back and forth in these Epstein files, but they're saying that Biden isn't real. This isn't the real Biden. He's wearing a mask. Let me mute this. So we see here in 2008, in 2009, Biden looking like Biden. Then in 2020, he drastically changes. There's even a strong significance in the change from 11 to 12. Look at that. And it gets even worse as it gets closer and closer to 2020. A little bit of cosmetic surgery, but 2020, this is where a lot of the weird stuff with him started happening, right? They're saying this right here is a guy with a mask, or it's a robot playing him. And there's going to be people that point out the differences in the ears, that his ears are detached beforehand and now they're connected. Now, this right here is when I started to notice that Biden was really losing it. You know, didn't really look like the old school Biden. Definitely looks a lot different. Right now, as I said, there's a lot of plastic surgery done there. So we got to take all this stuff with a grain of salt. Now, there's going to be the people that say, no, this is actually Biden. You guys are tripping. And then there's going to be people that say, no, this guy totally looks different. The comment section to this video tells us just this. This person right here says, where did the birthmark go? He did have a procedure to remove skin cancer on his forehead, but it was on the other side and up higher near his hairline, and shows a picture. And then this person says, y'all do know ears and nose never stop growing, right? Like, I don't know why that's the focal point. This person says they look exactly the same. Then this person says the file says Joe Biden died in 2019 and was secretly replaced. This person says, is that the same guy? Did Jim Carrey play the real Biden role? And then this person says, you see how it went from 2012 to 2019? What happened between that time? So there's a lot of people that are suspicious of this. And, you know, I'm not going to say that there's not good reason. Look at this. So this right here is going to show his ear being detached to attached, right? This is before. This is after. This is before. This is after. So he may have had plastic surgery, right? He may not have. This may just be a guy wearing a mask. Who knows, right? Now, these comments also are full of conspiracies. When you get a facelift, they cut front and back of your ears and pull. So just saying, but I don't disbelieve anything anymore. It says he has a twin brother. It says it's coming out. He was executed in 2019. This person says, wow, that's eerie. Ha 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 ha. What the point is, his ears are different, like a fingerprint. All of these pictures, his ears are different. Well, it's his right ear. So there's that. There's an earful. People are crazy. I see, and some never will. So some people are saying it's the same. It's not the same. That's definitely a different ear. But regardless, guys, there's evidence to say that that's not the real Biden. Here we have him wandering off and about. His wife looks so much younger. Gotta mute that as well. Like, what's up with the hand? Why is the hand so stiff? But it just glitched out. You know, now I do know that dementia and Alzheimer's and things like that are real. I understand that. I want to be sympathetic to that. But sometimes, guys, there's just things that we just can't ignore. Now, let me play you this video.
They talking about Joe Biden, the clone, talking about he died from the fire squad or something like that in 2019. And right now, this is just a robot. I said, I don't find nothing to be far-fetched in this world. We live on a spinning globe in the middle of the universe in the sky. Like, anything is possible. But at first, I ain't really paying no mind until I started seeing these videos and pictures circulating. It don't give like just a normal old person with dementia. It give that he really is a robot. They even showed a side-by-side example of how the robot walks and be tripping over stuff. They don't know how to like step up properly. They just kind of like walk straight. And that's exactly what Biden was doing. Every other video I see of him, he's literally glitching. Like, no, something's not right about it. And it's not far-fetched if we're being honest, because at the very end of the day, how y'all can believe everything else that's in the Epstein files, but when y'all saw the file of them saying that Joe Biden passed away in 2019 and that's not really him, why y'all don't believe that? I'm telling you, don't be naive. They slick as hell. Okay, the government, all the higher ups, them rich people, they slick as hell. I noticed that every person that is like filthy rich and it's like, damn, how you that rich? It's like unexplainable. They're all evil. That's why they rise to riches that fast. They're evil. It's too many damn secrets going on. I can't trust nothing I see in the media, on TV, nothing. I'm not on nobody's side when it comes to politics. All of y'all are evil.
No, that's crazy, ain't it? I don't expect everybody to think that this stuff is kosher. I think that a lot of people are going to see this and be like, y'all are tripping. You know, a lot of people don't want to believe in the fact that some of this can be really done by the government. But apparently they've been cloning animals and stuff since the 90s, and they have tried it with humans, but they get to this point to where it's like unethical because the clone, it suffers in a lot of ways. But you guys got to remember, man, lesser magic, predictive programming. If they put it in a movie, it actually exists. They're literally telling you what they do. And so while I don't think that there is any laws that allow humans to be cloned, I do think that they still do it, regardless of whether the law has been passed or not. Now, you can see this stuff going on at different places underground around the world. All you literally got to do is just search it. And then we have the people that say, oh, well, no, that's not really going on, because why would we do that? What do we need to clone somebody for? But remember MK Ultra, where they wanted to control people. They wanted to be able to have like pretty much Manchurian candidates. They wanted mind control, and so they started out with the LSD. And once they realized that LSD wasn't going to work, they started going about it different ways. And either the guy that's playing Biden is the Manchurian candidate type of situation, MK Ultra, he's a robot, or he's just a paid actor wearing a Biden mask, and Biden really did die in 2019.
This nigga went from being active to being tired as hell. Somebody come look at this shit.
The strongest economy in the world.
Boy,
we
you
have the
hella
most
active.
productive workers in the world.
Wait, you talking good, looking good, eating good.
And with regard to Social Security,
But talk your shit.
We will not privatize it. If we had listened to...
Thanks for giving me a chance to say a few words to you.
Okay.
I want
We
to
see
start
you.
off by saying, first and foremost, I'm
Looking
proud.
hella young, starting looking like a damn robot. Somebody come look at this shit. What the hell? This nigga know he ain't okay. Somebody come give his ass some soup. He tired. He need to lay down. Leave them kids alone and go to bed. Well, go to sleep. Go lay your ass down. Right the fuck now.
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that, man. Very weird behavior there.
Thank you very, very much. Why have you decided to prove Ukraine's use of long...
Where the heck did you just go, Joe? Now, me personally, I pray that this is not Joe Biden. I pray that, he really isn't declining right in front of our eyes like this. I do understand that there's a need for upholding a public image. And if he's really a puppet by the left, by the Democrats, I truly believe that they would try to keep this puppet going, even if he's not alive anymore. I just think it's so weird and so kooky to see this stuff that's happening in the time that we find ourselves in. Like, who would have thought this? Who would have thought this stuff 20 years ago? That here in 2026, we'd be asking and questioning if our former president is a clone or a robot or a guy with a mask on. It just goes to show the sign of the times, right? And apparently Donald Trump's not finding himself in too much better shape either lately. I've showed you guys the videos of him with the bruised skin and the puffy ankles and the bruised neck, some of his decline and falling asleep during speeches. Blathering on about curtains and drapes, talking about flagpoles that he's built in his ballroom when he should be talking about important things. Guys, I think there should really be a cap on politics. You, after a certain age, shouldn't be able to be in politics anymore. And you should just live out the rest of your days, on a beach, on a yacht somewhere, or whatever the case may be. But as I said, guys, this is for entertainment purposes only. I'm not making any claims one way or the other, but I do think that it's weird that the Epstein file says that he was gone in 2019. Let me know your thoughts on this down below in the comment section. I'll catch you guys on the next one. Until then, God bless.